You open the doors and leave the building. You take the subway to the murder scene.
Every year, the urban underground downtown area becomes more and more decrepit. Now it's reached the point where I can't tell what's more run down, the people or the buildings. The city certainly has found a way to deal with it. Hey, just build a new foundation over the condemned buildings. Then build beautiful sky-rises and businesses on top of the foundation for the well-to-do. And as a bonus, they don't even have to see any of the poor that live below. How long will that last, though? I mean, half the gangs down there spend their time trying to whittle away the foundation that lies above them. In another few years, these metropolitan buildings might collapse. Wouldn't that be chaos? A whole city section goes under, without even an earthquake. Well, that fax said the latest victim was a police officer. Guess there really is a serial killer. Surprised the police were able to keep it quiet for so long. There's got to be a connection between this murder and the death of Nick. Maybe someone down at the crime scene can shed some light. That is, if I can get in.
You stare at your distorted reflection upon the curved metallic vehicle. Soon your image is washed out by an intense orange light. The car light flashes elsewhere, and you see yourself re-emerge. The flashing red and green blends with the terracotta cop lights, making the roadway look like a low-browed disco. You stare at your distorted reflection upon the curved metallic vehicle. The sign points you in the right direction. Harsh lights spew down, blinding any night driver that passes through. Whenever there's a messy accident, groups of people surround the area like vultures around a dead carcass. A police officer stands outside the crime scene, preventing unauthorized people from entering.
Sorry, can't let you in here.
Your ID seems convincing enough to get the officer's attention.
Okay, go on in.
You enter the alley. Thick metal bars run vertical to the windowsill, blocking any attempt of entry, even though a gaping hole lies in the wall nearby. It used to hold fertilizer, but now it's digressing into a similar substance. A notice tells all that this building is scheduled for demolition in 6 weeks' time. A powerful force has turned the wall to a void, yet the bricks stacked on the ground aren't broken. A lone garbage can is filled and surrounded with wasted trash. Thick, segmented tubes twist all around, burrowing through various boxes and into the walls of the alleyway. A weak, rusty chain-link fence twists uselessly around part of the alley. The victim's last gasp of life has been outlined by chalk. You stare at the forensic dusting the floor. She looks up, and your eyes quickly dart elsewhere.
Yeah? What do you want? Sorry, Agent Sykes. I've been up for the past 3 days, and it's been getting me a little testy. What can I help you with? But please, make it quick, because I'm on my way out. Officer Rizzo was on duty when she was murdered. She would patrol the area and clean up the local trash, if you know what I mean. Look, I'm not sure what she was doing in this alley, but I do know she died violently. Something, and I don't mean human, leapt out and slashed her. She most likely bled to death within a few minutes. Yeah, I mean as in she looked like some damn jigsaw puzzle by the time the killer got through with her. There were huge incisions across her face and upper torso. This killer is sick. I mean real sick. Well, we don't have much. 3 other bodies like Rizzo's have been found in the last 48 hours. We even found one over at Heisenberg Park a few hours ago. Unfortunately, no. We found his body so mutilated that it was unrecognizable. He didn't even have any ID on him, which makes me wonder if he was robbed. We'll try to identify him through his dental records. No person has that type of strength, but there were humanoid footprints found by the victims. The boys down at the station think the killer's a cyborg with prosthetic claws. As for me, I'm not jumping to any conclusions until there's more to go on. She was brought to the city mortuary about an hour ago. That's the whole point. We don't. The killer hasn't even left any recognizable fingerprints on any of the victims. It's so frustrating. Funny you should mention that, because there have been a number of bodies in the last 2 weeks that had small traces of blue dust on them. But more than that, these bodies were decayed. I mean decayed. 5 years on the force? Never seen anything like it. I don't think so. This is definitely the work of a vicious killer. As for the decayed bodies, though, we're not sure what's causing it. It may be some new type of lethal narcotic. You might want to talk to Jim, the head forensic down at the station. I'm sure he knows more about the blue dust than I do. What kind of question is that? If I didn't like the new Arthus Police Department, I wouldn't be working there. He's a pretty nice guy. He should be able to tell you more about the recent deaths than I can. You know, a lot of people say he's real cranky, and I'm not denying it. But he works really long hours, and he's a real asset to our team. Look, I don't date men that come on to me at a murder scene. He's out in front keeping the usual crowd out. Thank God for that. It's a great place to keep a forensic busy.